Hey, welcome to Mermanda Arts, where I am doing a daily drawing practice, and I encourage you to grab a pencil and paper and draw with me. Now, it doesn't have to be good, it's just gotta be something. My last video was a few days ago, and then I did absolutely nothing. I did no drawing, no artistic anything except look at art, because that's what I do. In the past few days, but that's okay. We're not gonna beat ourselves up. We're gonna do, what's that called? Progress over perfection. So, we'll just start again. Så right. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna draw something. And each of these videos is about a half hour. And I'm gonna try and do a half hour a day. I'm gonna try harder than I did the past few days because, you know, we gotta make it consistent if you're gonna get anywhere. And friends, when I'm encouraging you to grab a pencil and paper, I want you to just do something. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. But your brain changes when you do art. And Lord knows we need more art. Just need more art in the whole entire world. I mean, makes people happy to look at. We need fewer people being stifled of their creativity. We need more people being authentic. And I think, like, even if you're starting out drawing or painting or whatever, and you feel like you have to copy somebody, like, that's fine. You can copy them at first and, you know, gain the skills and gain the technique. But then eventually, especially if you're doing stuff like this where you're just like, it's basically stream of consciousness drawing. Like, if you're doing this all the time, you can't help but find your own voice and your own style. You know what? Alright, see, I'm feeling pressure right now. It's freaking me out. So I'm about to make some weird decisions here. Fish lips. Oh, baby. I don't know how these lips are supposed to go. But hey, like I said, it's just stream of consciousness drawing. It's not, you know, meant to be a masterpiece. It's not meant to be like technical, like a, what do you call that? Like a technical, like a, I don't know, you're not supposed to copy it. Like, don't look at this and be like, ooh, that's how you draw. Like, this is just getting out your creative zoomies, basically. Just like, you've got some creative block or something like that. You just like don't know what to do. Just do this. Just scribble on a paper or something. Or a wall, or don't scribble on a wall. Like, don't do that. Unless you feel like it, like, unless it's like your wall and you're like, hey, I can wash this off later, or I don't even feel like washing it off later. I don't even have to wash it off later. Probably just scribble on some paper. Like, don't scribble on a wall, okay? Don't ever do what I say to do. Unless it's drawing. And then do it all the time. This is a flower. Ooh, yeah! So a few years ago, I tried to get really into drawing roses. Okay, and I practiced, probably not a lot, because it's like with anything, like if you practice a lot, you will eventually understand and you will eventually get it. Like it will eventually click in your brain. Roses, I never got around to getting them to click in my brain. I just kind of like drew spirals and spirals and spirals. Like you just like keep adding to all the petals and stuff like that until it looks like an explosion. Like there's a spot down here. I think I spilled something on this and like it's driving me nuts. I keep like trying to brush it off. But anyway. So, oh yeah, and then I worked at a bakery for a while and like learned how to do icing roses. And like that was fun. But same thing. I never knew when to stop making the little spiral things. Like I think this looks like a good place to stop. Get some shading done in there, I guess. And like, again, guys, we're not trying to like render too much here, or like I want to render it a little bit because I'm interested in this. I'm like, I want to like delve deeper into the paper psychology of a rose or whatever. but like paper psychology. What is that called? I can't words today. Biology of a rose? I don't know. Biology equals paper psychology. Anyway. Like I said, like you don't really like want to render too much because like you're just like literally just trying to get out your creative zoomies. And this should be a daily practice. Like even if you have a separate practice, which I like want to do, of like, you know, doing like a more serious drawing where you actually are like sitting down and practicing techniques and stuff like that. And like, you know, practicing where to put your shadows, especially like on a rose, because this does not look correct. But like you can do that afterwards. This is just like a way to, because you know, like when you sit down and you're like, oh God, like a fresh piece of paper, what do I do here? And you freak yourself out and you don't even let yourself start. Like you don't even let yourself like make a couple of lines. Like you just get really scared and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go play a video game. Because somebody already made that. And I don't have to ruin it. Like you don't think those words specifically, but that's basically what it is, in my mind anyway. Like you're just scared of it. I've even had like writers, like my cousin is like this insane poet, and they like they're really good at poetry, and like they just like know how to capture like a concept. Like not even a feeling, but like a concept with like a whole bunch of complex feelings integral to that concept, into like really simple, like elementary looking poetry, and it's crazy. Like, you read it and you're like you just get it, like you get what they're trying to say. But even they say that they get scared of a blank page, and it's just like, this is so universal. This is something that everybody experiences. So I'm going to make this YouTube channel where I start a daily drawing practice and, you know, have people do it too. And we can all get out our creative zoomies so that we can create bigger and better things, because the world really needs art right now. Like, it needs a lot of stuff, but like, I think that a lot of people don't really know how to help, how to participate in the world, and you're just like stuck scrolling on your phone, like doom scrolling or whatever. But like, I think that we should all get on this YouTube channel and just create some dumb art and chill out for a little bit. It's like mental yoga, or like fun moving meditation a little bit. I love this fish. I love how plump she is. I love big fat fish. You just want to squeeze them. Like, obviously, I don't think I ever would squeeze a big fat fish, but I see them and I want to. I love her. This isn't a drawing tutorial. It's not anything. It's literally just like, hey guys, come be my friend and draw with me every day. For just a half hour. That's all we need. Well, I would like to draw for longer, but this helps. This helps just be like, bleh, just get something out there. I don't know what I want to do with this fin. I don't know that I like it though. Is that even where a fin goes? Right on the top of your head? Just looks more like it should be like a pompadour or something. More swirlies. Oh, heck yeah. This fish has hair. This fish has like rockabilly hair. Dig it. I don't know when to stop the swirl. Where do you stop the swirl? Actually, we're gonna stop it right there because now it's starting to look like a snail. Oops. Cute. And maybe make it stop right here and just like try and render it to make it look a little more like hair and less like a snail. I almost said hail. Yeah, here we go. If you're not like sitting here like listening to me talk about this, you're just like, why does that snail have a million tentacles or something? Or does it look like hair? This is fun. You're like, oh, a fish, whoa, with a girly eyeball and lipstick and a hair snail, a snare. Oh my god, this is funny. Literally, like, where do you end it? You apparently just don't end swirls. They just, like, disappear into other stuff. I always say that about Rush songs because it's like they never end. They just, like, turn into another song. And, like, radio stations don't, like, they just, like, a Rush song never ends. And it's constantly still going. It's just that the radio station, like, turns it down a little bit. So now that's a running joke between me and my fiance. Like, every time we hear a Rush song on the radio, like, oh, they turned up the, the Rush song. It's just like every Rush song is the same song. It's just like, you just turn it back up. Ugh, how do I do the swirl now? How do I, like, jump back into the swirl and make it look like hair some more? See, this is the kind of stuff, like, this is the kind of weird things that you learn when you just, like, do weird creative zoomy type stuff. And hopefully you're participating too. Like, hopefully if anybody's watching this, like, you're also drawing and just, like, doing weird things and having as much fun as I am, because that's what art is about. Like, it's, I mean, yeah, like, it's about, like, getting into the flow and technique and, like, mastering stuff, but also it's just, like, it's about, like, grabbing a bunch of pens and coloring in a fun little coloring book. It's about, like, buying weird things like this at Walmart and painting that. I don't think I'm gonna keep it like this. That'll be another video probably, but, you know, it's about, like, what the heck? It's about, like, a community getting together and, I don't know, making bad art or good art or whatever. And, like, by the way, like, if anybody is watching this, like, which eventually somebody someday will, I hope that you draw too, and I hope that you tag me, what is it, at Mermanda Arts on Instagram, and just, like, do, like, hashtag creative zoomies or something like that. Let's get a community going. Like, we're just, like, every day we just, like, get together and make some weird art. Okay, that's enough. No, it's not. Just kidding. Ooh, yeah. She's got a widow's peak. Oh my god, I love it. Love it so much. Like, her fin is back here like a little ponytail or something. Aww. This is a fin. I don't know what it looks like, but it is a fin. Does that even look like? I love it. Doesn't even matter what it looks like. If you're having fun, this is the whole point. Having fun and being creative. Making bad art. I'm gonna do something down here too. A frog, like, looking up at her. Okay, so this is one of my favorite things too, is, like, drawing animals from memory. Like, no matter how much you look at an animal and you think you know what this animal looks like, when you when you like sit down and try to draw it, you're like, what the heck is this creature? Well, I don't know if it's anybody else, but it's definitely, I do that. I'm like, what is a frog? They have like little balls on their feet, I think. On the ends of their toes. Do frogs have thumbs? Do frogs have opposable thumbs? Are frogs our ancestors? It looks like a clam doing push-ups. Oh my god, that's great. With like little clown hats on the end of its feet, legs, whatever. This is what a frog looks like. Whatever you thought you knew about frogs, you were wrong. I'm getting really serious here. I think I'm gonna have to complete this like in like a really like nice rendered. Oh no. Was it still watching? It did a low battery thing, but in like a nice rendered, like really seriously shadowed way. What the heck? So, So we've got a fly here. It's just a four-legged fly. This is a whole other world, you guys. I'm introducing you to something new here. So I don't know how to edit videos yet. And the last video cut off at like 27 minutes. I tried to free up some time on my phone, but we'll see what happens. I don't even know if anybody's even gonna see these first few videos. This mosquito is like way too mesmerized by the giant fish flying above him to even notice this frog down here looking at him. I guess these are the frog's butt cheeks right here. Oh yeah, and he needs to be sitting on a lily pad. I guess the fish like really is flying. I have no other explanation. I think my first idea was that the frog was at the bottom of like a fish tank or something like that, but I mean, now there's a fly and a lily pad involved, so we got to make up our own lore here. Are the eyes attached to the body? I don't know. Let's get some plants. Now it just looks like the frog smells bad. Let's do another lily pad over here. It's off in the distance, so it's smaller. And there's gonna be a flower. I think that's how flowers go. Looks better than the frog anyway. Oh yeah. This lily pad looks like Pac-Man with a facelift. You know what, since she's flying, like, what do you fly in? Like clouds? Let's really, you know, hone in on the fact that she's flying. Let's put a little bit of logic to this, you know? So, there's a cloud there. She looks really pretty. Or maybe like she's drooling on the frog. Do I erase this or do I do something with it? Or do I double down that it's like seaweed type thing? Or maybe it's just grass. Pond grass. I feel like that could be a thing. Okay, I don't hate it. We're gonna define the crease here. Should we give her some eyebrows? I mean, she's got hair. I don't hate it. Let's give her some Instagram brows. Ooh, yeah. Oh my God. This is insane. Or is it? Because look how good she looks. Who cares that she's a fish? Can I give her an eyebrow ring? Oh my God. I haven't seen one of these since like 2007. Not mad at it though. Girl. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It was my intention to make that be another piercing, but like maybe that's like a little Monroe mole or something. Actually, we're supposed to have this highlighted down here. I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish by making there be more shadow over here. I think like on a normal eye, like that would be the beginning of a nose. Who knows? I feel like sometimes it ruins it to give things eyelashes. Yet here I sit, continuing to do it. Wish I didn't. Okay. You know, I only intended for this video to be a half-hour long, but I'm gonna keep going. As long as there's space on my phone to record, I'm gonna keep going. Because now I'm gonna render it a little bit. Because I kind of love this. And I'm having fun, which is the whole point. I feel like the eyeball's shaped weird, but that's okay. Now I'm into it. I feel like that's what a lot of like what I have to do is just like really like get something out on paper and not be afraid of just I don't know, making something stupid like a flying fish and like a weird oyster frog. And then I get to just sit there and like render it and have fun and just like it takes less thought. I mean, really the whole thing, when you're creating something, I don't know, especially when you're just starting out with creating something or like creating things, or you're like trying to get over a creative block or whatever, really the point is to just do as much as possible. As many things as possible, because if you just get a whole bunch of dumb stuff out on paper, eventually something is going to be good. And that's the point here. Do something, have fun, laugh at yourself while you're like learning or whatever, like even if you're experienced, you know, get something out, have fun, and your skill will eventually grow. And just let your mind make weird connections. And don't limit yourself by any particular thing. Because, I mean, it doesn't make sense. It makes less sense to limit yourself than it does to create something weird like this. Because, like, while you're overthinking and while you're limiting yourself for, like, zero reason, you could just be having a blast. Making it up as you go along. Because that's really what life is. Or what it's supposed to be, anyway. Having fun, making stuff up as you go along. Sometimes when something is supposed to have a straight line, I like to put a squiggly line instead. It's really profound and it makes people think about stuff. This is totally what a fly looks like up close, right? I mean, like, no one's ever really seen a fly up close, so this is the closest thing that you have. I mean, nobody's seen a fly up close. Nobody really knows what one looks like. This frog. I can't get enough of it. Like, these are its lips, by the way, that I'm drawing, or that I'm, like, rendering right now. And these are its knees. Okay, I don't know what's happening down here. Its other butt cheek, all the way on the other side of its body. There we go. Yes. Also, I'm totally aware that this is the second video that okay, so it's only the second video that I've done, and it's also the second time that I wore a Kiss shirt, but like I promise, I did laundry on Sunday. Like, this shirt is clean. I just have like a whole wardrobe full of Kiss shirts. That's all I wear, and it's its exact one. It's my uniform. What's that guy that they always talk about when they say that? Oh, like Steve Jobs. His uniform was a black turtleneck and dad jeans and some sneakers. Mine is this Kiss shirt. And that's it. Some leggings with this frog pattern. And I don't know, those weird Balenciaga sock shoes. I love this frog. I think it's safe to say that I'm probably going to try and draw a frog in like every video from now on. This frog is my brand. I love, also, I'm like, I find that I'm incapable of like rendering him seriously because for some reason I just keep going over everything with like, and just darkening it rather than shading anything. So it's like she's like all nice and rendered, and or she's getting there anyway. And then he's just like, you just make the outline darker. I really hope somebody watches this and sees this frog. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This makes me laugh. It's so weird, like I'm sitting right next to my window, so like every once in a while I look up and see like a serious building and some like beautiful clouds and a sky blue sky. And then I look down and there's this like absurd frog sitting on my page. I'm like, how did I get here with my life? And this is what I want other people to experience with me, so do it. This is incredible. I think my life is fun, but this is probably the pinnacle of everything. How do you even like make these lips look any better than they already are? Okay. I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer, but I'm going to leave the video off here because I've run out of stuff to say and now I'm like really getting into the page, which is what you want. You know, that's kind of the goal here, is to literally get out your creative zoomies. I know I keep saying that, but like that's what it is. Get something on the paper and then get really into it. Yeah. Bye.